Hello and welcome to another edition of your favorite program, Kid-AFAN Discovery in Education. Well, in today's edition of the program, we are here at the Great Prince of Wales School that is famously known for both its academic and disciplinary excellence. Of course, this school was formed in 1925 on April 6th, and since its inception, this school has stood among the best schools in Freetown, and not just in Freetown but also in Sierra Leone. So follow me as we make more discoveries. I am Hamza Toure. Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of our program Kid-AFAN Discoveries in Education. In today's edition of the program, we are here at the Prince of Wales School, and we are here to talk to the principal of the school, Mr. John Lefebvre, who is going to tell us about this great school. As we all know, the Prince of Wales School stands as one of the best schools in Sierra Leone. So Mr. Lefebvre, hello and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning.
So as I've already introduced you, the school of course stands as one of the best schools, if not arguably the best in Sierra Leone. So would you like to tell the viewers who are watching right now about this school?
Yes, of course, Prince of Wales School is a household name now, especially in Sierra Leone. Freetown, obviously, when we think about good schools, we think about grade A schools, we think about school that has produced engineers, doctors, accountants, lawyers. I think Prince of Wales School is right there on top. And even up to now, we still continue to be the best. And as our motto says, for search in Sierra Leone far and wide, no school can well be found. And I think we still stand on that historical background and image, and we are continuing to do what I think the education sector is looking at, especially when we look at quality, producing quality in education.
Okay, so when we consider the Prince of Wales, especially when you consider the age, it's a pretty young school compared to the likes of Grammar School, St. Edward's, and the Albert Academy. Yet Prince of Wales has stood its ground in terms of academic excellence and discipline. What do you think has been the yardstick that has made all of this possible?
I mean, historically, when we look at the bedrock of discipline, we know even before this time, those of us who were privileged to be part of the training of this school through the late Pafawla, through Mauricio Nelson Williams, who was my principal then at the time when I was a pupil of the school, come to Madam Ugu, Mr. Jones. All these people have left a footprint of legacy under strict and firm discipline. In fact, discipline starts from the head of the institution, it goes to the teachers, and then it trickles down to the prefects and also to the pupils. Here at Prince of Wales School, the prefects, in fact, are more revered, especially that's the first area. If you want to really have a pleasurable stay in the school, you have to respect prefects very much, because that's one of the things that where our state of discipline will spawn from. So I think Prince of Wales School, even when it comes to public activities, the inter-secondary school sports, the inter-secondary school football, soccer competition, when we go there, even before, if we did not win any other trophy, at least they will give us one trophy, which will be the best behaved school. So I think that one has been, since the word go around the country, that Prince of Wales is a well-disciplined school, and every parent, obviously, even those who are not opportune, they want their kids to be to have a taste of the Prince of Wales School. So I think what we believe in, discipline is a bedrock, and if you are not disciplined, definitely you'll not be able to even get the sound education that we are talking about, because everything that we start off with will trickle down to your manner of discipline. So if you are disciplined, definitely the other areas will come in, which will help you to achieve the best in life.
Okay. We know, as you've mentioned, of course, Prince of Wales, is a revered school in Sierra Leone, and as a result, it is but known that most students aspire to come to this school, but of course, not everybody will get to come to the school as a result of its accommodation and other limitations. So, what are the yardsticks that you put in place to select the students that you allow or you give admission to into the school?
Now, first of all, when we look at admission into JSS and senior secondary school, the yardstick has been set. Sometimes we don't set the bar line from day one. What we believe in, we know that many a time we have over 2,000 kids from all over the country taking Prince of Wales as their first choice of school. If not first choice, maybe they will put second choice. That one they want, because they want to be part and parcel of this school. But we normally will not be able to accommodate all of those kids into our SSS 1s or GSS 1. What we do, when the results are normally out, the Ministry of Education sets a date for cutoff line. We look at the available space that we have, which will give us the opportunity to see how many pupils will be able to accommodate into the school. And once we look at the number, the bar line is normally set by the condition of the results. If we have, for instance, 200 kids opting for Prince of Wales, and then we have a space for 350 candidates, definitely we'll look at from the highest number downwards to the line wherein we know we'll be able to accommodate that 350. So it will vary at times. Say if the 350 line, if it ends at 305, for instance, in for the NPSC, then obviously that's the point that will cut off. But if the line goes down maybe to 280 or 298 or 270, as the case may be, then obviously we'll have to accommodate all of those kids who meet that particular score. So at times we don't determine, the government has to determine depending on the number of spaces that we have in the school to be able to accommodate the kids. And the same will also go for the senior secondary school, SSS 1. So it is like the number of passes, the percentage passes, and the space that is available will determine what the line, the cutoff line that the school will draw. So that is where we lay our emphasis. And then for us in the senior school now, we'll be having this 5 new curriculum, which will give us the opportunity to have 5 new streams. And those streams are going to be scaled down. In fact, for us now, we are having indoor seminars of preparation to see how we can attune the minds of the pupils, to see how best we can have some amount of professional counseling for them to be able to know which stream they'll be able to suit in. And as you rightly started saying, we have transitioned into the single shift, which makes our opportunity to get more candidates into the school quite limited, and it has narrowed. But I believe since we have this education school support project, which is now in progress, because before you came into the compound, you'll notice that there is a lot of construction work going on. But with the completion of these new buildings, which will give us about 24 new classrooms and renovation to some of the existing structures that we already have, I believe Prince of Wales will be able to accommodate more pupils in most of the various areas. So instead of us looking at accommodating maybe 350, maybe we can even increase that number maybe to 400 or 450, as the case may be. And then we'll also have proper facilities, not only for the pupils in the science and technology stream, but we also have opportunities to get staff quarters for most of our teachers who we know will deserving teachers who will need those to get those facilities. Also, there is going to be a refurbishment of our staff quarters, the existing one, that is the principals and vice principals quarters. That one will also be renovated. And what is going to be more important here is the parameter fencing that will take it will cover from the bay end up to 400 meters to be able to protect our land that is being ravaged by erosion and all of these type of human activities that is taking place around the environment. So I think with that, I think we are in a very sound footing for growth, development, and new transformation in the educational system as we continue to fly high and do more.
Okay. So, Mr. Lefebvre, before we go, what are some of the constraints that you think are hindering or at least affecting the performance of the school in a way that, of course, you would feel deemed to address?
Well, one of the problem we have, this is a science school, and of course we have been doing exceedingly well in the sciences, and not only that, we are not limited only to the sciences. We have also been excelling in the business and also the arts. If you look even 2 or 3 years back, currently we realize that most of the pupils who have performed well in the university, they will tell you they are from the Prince of Wales School. You go to the College of Medicine, you go to the Forbay College University, you go to the IPAM, you go to law school. Prince of Wales have pupils who have been graduating with the best results so far. For here, we are limited, especially in terms of payments of school subsidy, which we have not received since 3rd term. This is the 1st term. We have to accumulate payment for our staff. They also give their contribution, especially the laborers. They are very important in the development of the school. They clean the school, they run other activities, and we don't have enough sufficient teachers in all of those subject areas, especially biology, for example, health science, mathematics, further mathematics, and this is a science school. We need teachers who should be on payroll, but that is not the case for all of the those subject areas. We need them, and committed ones. But if their names are not on the payroll and then they depend on the payment of subsidy for them to be given stipend, then when that one is not forthcoming on time, then definitely there is going to be a constraint. And there are times we as administrators will have to go a long way trying to convince them, and you cannot continue to convince them all of the time with empty mouth. You have to do something, and if we have to do something, we have to step into our own pockets, of which we don't have it, and you cannot give what you don't have. So I think those are the constraints, and I am also of the belief that most of our pupils, since they spawn from far and wide, some come from Waterloo, the Peninsula, all of those areas, transportation for them. Before, I can say it was more serious, because when we are in the afternoon shift, parents will be calling at times late after 9-10, their kids were not home, and sometimes when you have this hooligan with some of those pupils from other schools having problems with them, we were very much concerned. But now we are in the early shift in the morning. But then we still have to consider those kids who are coming from distant areas because they are limited to transportation. Even though we have the school bus, but yet still we think the government need to do more to improve and to increase the number of those buses so that we can reduce some of the problems.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lefebvre. But before we go, finally, I would like for you to give a word to both your students who are already attending the school, as well as those who aspire to attend this great school in the future.
And definitely, what I want to say to my current students, I always encourage them that Prince of Wales is a school that competes. When once you become a Prince William, you're always a Prince William. And if you are here, I have my own system from the one when we get the first assessment. What I'll do assembly call. Each class, the boy who has the highest percentage, I'll call your name there and try to prepare a first in class badge, and then that badge will be given to you. And then if by the second assessment, if you cannot maintain that position, the person who come first, you will have to remove the badge from your chest and then you put it on his chest so that everybody will begin to recognize you within the school. And if you don't want your bad performance to show out or everybody to know you, you will definitely try to do well. And if you've done well, you want to continue to be recognized, definitely you will work hard. And for those who want to come to the school, I tell you, Prince of Wales has a stance, and here is competition. We work very hard, and it is because of that hard work that actually impresses the outside world and makes other pupils and parents wish for their children and kids to be part and parcel of the school. And so if you have to be here, then it means that you have to be very, very, very competitive all of the time. That is my word for them.
Thank you very much, sir. Hello, tell us your name and your class.
I am Emmanuel Samarabundo and I am in SS3 at A.
Okay, Emmanuel, you are a Prince of Wales student in SSS3, and not only that, you are a prefect as well. Tell us, first of all, let's start from the beginning. How did you feel on the very first day you learned that you were going to start coming to the school?
Indeed, as usual, happiness will be the thing for any person that will receive acceptance into Prince of Wales, and I don't think I am any different from that person or people that are out there. I was very, very happy when I received the information or the acceptance letter from the principal that indeed I will be enrolling myself into the Prince of Wales school. So it was that sort of happiness, it was inside of me. I was happy.
Okay, I know behind every heart everybody would want to come to the school. So what did you expect on the very first day you stepped your foot into the school?
I expected to see the ambience of the school to be as much as I expected it, and it turned out to be so. Not only that, I expected the Prince of Wales to be giving out educational values, to be passing out norms and traditions about our society, and also to my happiness, that was what I found in Prince of Wales. I noticed that Prince of Wales gave that to all of us, and they gave it willingly. So not only that, when I came to Prince of Wales, the first day of my school was indeed a very, very happy moment, because as a person that I am, I love learning new things, and I gained that experience when I entered Prince of Wales. I learned new things on my first day.
Okay, so for those of the other students, maybe in the JSS or in SSS1, who are yet to reach where you are, what message would you want to send to them?
One thing that I always tell people, when you study hard, the Bible even tells us that study hard to show thyself approved. And so, in as much as this is now a guide to all of us, as Sierra Leoneans, we know Christianity and Islam. So if the Bible tells us to study hard to show ourselves approved, when you study, you approve yourself, not only within your jurisdiction but also outside people's expectation. So when you study hard, people will approve that indeed you are an intellectual.
Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel.
My name is Abbas Blah, a pupil of the Prince of Wales SSS3. I'm in Art A.
Okay, so Abbas, of course Prince of Wales is a school that many aspire to be in. How did you feel the very first day you realized or were notified that you'll be attending this school?
Well, I felt good because before even entering the Prince of Wales School, I said to myself, I will be great, but that will all be possible through the help of God and with Prince of Wales cooperation. So I felt good, it was good.
Okay, so what were your expectations before coming to the school?
Well, I expected to be a person of influence in the society, a person that will be very much a model to the young ones. So that was something Prince of Wales gave to me. And all I am or can be, I owe to Prince of Wales.
Okay, so before coming to the school, I'm sure you must have had a reason for you to decide that Prince of Wales would be a good fit for me. So what motivated you to opt for the Prince of Wales School?
Well, first of all, one person motivated me to come to the Prince of Wales School. It was a fellow colleague. We lived in the same area and he was a grade A student. Now, Prince of Wales have this record of having good results and have providing the best public speakers, grade A students, always, and is still doing the same. So I hope to be one of those people that will be in the history of public speakers, grade A students. So that is it. Yes, Prince of Wales has made me all I can wish for.
Okay, so finally, what would be your message to students, pupils in JSS 3 or in junior school, or those in SSS 1 who are yet to come, who are yet to reach the level that you are at now to attempt the WAS?
The only thing I would like to tell fellow students that are younger than us, that are looking up to us, is that just try to be disciplined. Because in any aspect, studying is part of discipline. You discipline yourself to do good things at the right time and to ensure that you always remember and have a well-focused mindset that there is a future ahead of me. And if by now I'm a youth and indulging myself in bad activities, that future will be very much disturbed and I will not be able to experience the greatness in me. All I'm advising young ones to do is so that they should be well disciplined, know when and how to study, know when and how to mingle with good friends. Just know that whatever aspect of thing I do, I need to be disciplined so that in the long run, I'll be able to make ends meet and be a greater person to my family and in the society.
Okay, thank you for your time, Abbas. Thank you. Well, viewers, as you've heard from students and the principal of the Prince of Wales Senior Secondary School, Prince of Wales, of course, has always been one of the best schools in Freetown, and not just in Freetown but in Sierra Leone in terms of both academic discipline and excellence. And we've been here today to discover about this great school and what it means to the society and as well as to the students who attend this school. On behalf of my cameraman Sky and my executive producer Dr. Aissatou Kakejalo, I have been your presenter Hamza Toure. Until we meet again for more discoveries, Tata.